Today we are going to talk about the scope of Java programming language in the present and the future. Now, this was a question that was asked to me by one of the audience members in my live show Musings with Software Engineers. I do this show every Thursday at 9:05 p.m. where software engineers can come and ask me questions and I give them an answer. So in that live session, one audience member, she asked me, what is the scope of Java programming language in the present? Now in this video, not only am I going to tell you the scope of Java programming language in the present and the future, but I am going to talk about the 5 most important reasons why you need to learn Java. I'm also going to talk about the reason that Java came into this programming scene in the 1990s. So friends, if you're here for the first time, then my name is Amit Patel and you're watching Musings with Amit. So on this channel, what I do is I share my ideas, insight, tools and tactics related to the software industry such that you can grow your career from where it is today to an epic level of success. So subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon if you want to grow in your career so that you get all the updates whenever I release them. So let's come back to Java and let's look at what is the scope of Java programming language today and in the future. Look, if I have to tell you the scope, if I tell you that Google, Uber, Airbnb, Amazon, Pinterest, Slack, Instagram, Netflix, Spotify, all these particular companies use Java programming language as their backbone for all the various applications they have, then I think this video is done and you don't need any more information. Okay, so what I would like to do is I would like to give you the 5 most important reasons that you need to learn Java today. Okay, when you understand these 5 reasons, you will automatically understand why Java programming language is popular, and you will see the value in investing your time, energy and money in learning the Java programming language. Okay, and these are not the only reason, but I'm just taking the most popular reasons. So the first reason that Java became popular is because Java is an open source programming language. Now the term open source refers to something people can modify and share because its design is publicly available. They build a set of libraries which are totally available for anyone to use. This was unlike the Microsoft programming languages like Visual Basic or Visual C or Visual Fox Pro, where Microsoft had license to develop any application on the basis of those programming language. So compared to that, Java was an open source programming language. See, you have to understand that the open source term originated in the context of software development, community oriented development. Okay, that is the main proponent of open source, which means that as far as Java was concerned, a lot of people started getting connected to Java and a community of people started building different kinds of tools and technologies on top of Java. And this really made Java one of the most popular programming languages. In 1990s, this was one of the biggest movements away from all the licensed software which was available. The first reason to learn Java is because it's an open source programming language where you have a lot of community developers. That is a lot of hand holding available from community. That is a lot of training available from the community. And over that, there are hundreds and thousands of tools which are available on top of the Java programming language. Now, the second important reason is because of the rich feature set of Java. Java is a object-oriented programming language. It is simple to understand, and a very important feature of Java is that it is secure, that it is platform independent. Another feature of Java is it is robust. Another thing is Java is very portable. Java is architecturally neutral. Another feature is that Java is a dynamic programming language. It is an interpreted language. Now Java is also high performance because it requires very less memory to run. Another feature about Java is that it is a multi-threaded application developing platform. Another thing is that Java can be useful for building distributed application. So these are the broad feature set of Java, because of which, so this is the second reason, the second important reason is the features of Java. There are so many important features in Java, and I've covered some 12 most important features of Java. The third important reason for learning Java is this, that Java has a very rich library of frameworks. There is a Spring MVC framework, there is a Google Web Toolkit, there is Java Server Faces, Hibernate, Struts, Selenium for automation. So there are hundreds of frameworks which have been developed on top of Java. Frameworks are nothing but a set of library that helps you to build any particular kind of an application really fast. So what happens is, let's say you are building a financial application. You may go with a certain type of a framework, versus if you are building a map application, you may go with totally a different type of a framework. Or you are building anything on top of Google, you may go with a Google Web Toolkit. These are not the only frameworks. There is Apache Hadoop. Hadoop is a Java-based programming framework which processes large data sets. Okay, that is used for big data. There is Apache Spark, another popular framework for big data and cluster computing. Also, Spark is used in ETL. ETL stands for extract, transform, and load operations of predictive analysis and reporting application. There is Apache Mohoth. It's a machine learning library and big data tool built using Java. Okay, there is Java JFreeChart, okay, which is used along with big data and other visualization to build whatever is required to build various type of charts and reports which are required within data science, or which are required within the machine learning applications. Okay, so the point is that there are so many, because it is a community, okay, of programmers, because it's an open source community of programmer. There is a lot of people who have used the Java programming language, and they have built all these frameworks on top of Java which are useful in different places. And because they are useful, for example, Facebook uses Apache Mohoth to do all the data crunching that is required. LinkedIn, Foursquare, Twitter, these people use Apache Mohoth. And then if you talk about deep learning, the deep learning framework of Java, JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, Interactive Broker, these people use those frameworks. So all these frameworks are very important as far as the Java programming language is concerned. And to understand this framework, to be able to use this framework, you need to understand the core basic Java and a little bit advanced Java, which I call the way to build any Java application. So you will need to understand this to be able to use all these frameworks. Okay, so that is the third reason, that Java has all these frameworks which are available. And what is the fourth reason that Java is important, and Java is important if you want to learn Java, is this, which we talked in the feature set also, that Java is a platform independent programming language. Okay, so Java uses the Java virtual machine. You could write a Java application for a mobile phone or for a device like a TV or a washing machine. You could write a Java application for all these automation machines, the machines which are used in manufacturing companies to do certain things. You could write an application for that just using the Java virtual machine and the Java programming language. So there was so many applications of Java, and it was easy to put Java on any platform. whatever device you could have a program to be written, you could put Java out there. uh, Initially this was C and C++ used to do this mostly for embedded systems, but Java replaced a lot of embedded systems and Java took over, and that is the reason of popularity of Java. Also, Java was very open source. Okay, so because of that it became really popular. And finally, the fifth reason is that you could build a small application like a calculator to a enterprise level application, a very large application. Now think about the program which manages YouTube, correct? The software program which manages YouTube. It will be such a complex program, and Java is the backbone of that program. Okay, whereas if you take a calculator within a browser, chances are that it is run using the Java programming language, correct? So whether you want to write a small application to a robust enterprise level application, Java has become a very popular programming language. So these five reasons that it is an open source programming language, it has a rich feature set which helps a lot of programmers. Then it is platform independent. You can write an application for any kind of a platform. Okay, it has popular frameworks. Thousands of frameworks are built upon this Java programming language. And finally, it is so robust that it can build a small application to a complete enterprise level application. And this is the reason that Java is one of the most popular programming languages. Okay, now why did Java come into picture? Okay, what is the story behind Java? What happened? So James Gosling, a computer scientist, he started making a Java programming language for interactive TV. Now interactive TV did not become popular, but the Java programming language became popular. Okay, slowly people understood that this programming language has a power which can be used for various different things. Okay, and initially this programming language Java was called as an oak because of an oak tree which was outside James Gosling's office. Okay, so Java started in that way, and the name Java came because they were trying to come up with a name. Oak was a name, but then Oak was claimed by some other software company, so then they could not use Oak programming language. And James Gosling was drinking a sip of coffee while thinking about what should we name, and then he thought, okay, this particular coffee comes from a place in Jakarta called Java, and let's name this behind the coffee. And that's why you see that cup of coffee in that wherever the Java is considered, right? So this programming language is called Java because of this reason. And James Gosling is the founder of this programming language. After that, a community of software engineers connected with Java programming languages. Okay, a huge number of software engineers invested their time, money, and energy to keep developing frameworks, to keep developing software application, to keep developing a lot of large scale business applications. Okay, and if you see the growth of all these startups which happened like Uber, Airbnb, Google, Facebook, there are so many people where Java programming language became the base of their software applications. Okay, so you have to understand that is the reason Java is so popular. Now Java software engineers get more salary than rest of the software engineers for a very simple reason, that there are more Java software applications being built than any other platform combined. Okay, because you can build a Java mobile application, if you can build a Java web application, you can build a Java device application, you can build any type of Java application. Okay, but when you combine all the application development, then Java comes out to be the winner. And that is the reason the salary of software engineers who are in the Java field get more salary. I'm not going to discuss the salary. You can go to glassdoor.com, or you can go to payscale.com, and you can check the salaries of Java software engineers. Also, another thing is that the product companies pay a higher salary for Java programmers than a services company. What happens in a services company is the services company usually don't tell you what programming language you are going to work on. It depends on your project allocation, and services company expect you to brush up your knowledge on Java if they put you on a Java programming language. So you might have got selected because you know C Sharp really well, you know Visual Basic really well, or you know Python really well, but chances are that the services company will put you on a Java program. Will they change your salary immediately? That may not happen. Okay, and salary is actually a question of how well you perform at your job. See, if you want to increase your salary, then skills play only 20% of role in your salary. So you know, even if you are the best programmer in the world, then you will own, that is only considered 20%, because like you, there are thousands of programmers who have the same skills, come from the same colleges, have the same kind of exposure, who have the same marks, everything is similar. Okay, which means it is very difficult for companies to define just on the basis of skills. So there are other parameters. I have a video which I have made, which describe how companies decide the salary of anybody in the software industry. You can watch that video and you will get a fair idea about how salaries are maintained. But coming back to what is the scope of Java programming language today and in the future? The scope, if I would suggest that if you are a fresher in programming, if you are starting out as a programmer, then I would say you focus on either Java programming language or Python programming language. Two programming languages which are really being used very highly and are going to be used highly in the coming years, in the coming decades. Okay, because these two programming languages are becoming robust. They are helping in all the best application development for data science, for big data, for machine learning, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, automation, robotic process automation, okay, drone development. So the augmented reality, AR and VR stuff. So all these amazing technologies which are coming up, the basis of this is either Java programming language or Python. That is what is coming up. Yes, there are other programming languages which are in the field and they are used, but there is nothing like Java and Python in the future. So if you are a starting out software engineer, I would say focus on Java, become a master of Java in 1 or 2 years, and you will see that your salary and the projects that you can do and the type of development software applications you make will totally be different than all the other software engineers. I hope that you start learning Java programming language, and here is a video on my screen and you can watch this video to enhance your career within the software industry. If you have not liked this video, then like this video, subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon, and see you in the next video. Thank you. Stay focused, stay rich.